You study for 4 hours straight, focused, disciplined, but the last 2 hours you were just staring at pages, absorbing nothing. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't learn during study sessions. It learns during the rest periods after study. And if you're not incorporating strategic pauses, you're wasting up to 60% of your study time. But here's what's interesting. Why do students who follow learning principles score higher while studying fewer total hours? It's a 1,000-year-old concept called the space between. And neuroscience just discovered why it might be more important than the studying itself. This is ancient wisdom developed in Japan's traditional arts. Let me paint you a picture. You've been studying for 3 hours, you feel productive. But here's what's actually happening in your brain. Your prefrontal cortex, which handles complex learning, starts declining after 25 minutes. By hour 2, your working memory is at 40% capacity. By hour 3, you're in zombie mode, physically present but cognitively absent. Meanwhile, a student following the principle studies for 25 minutes, then stops completely for 5 minutes. Not scrolling, not checking messages, just staring at nothing, perhaps contemplating a garden or simply the empty space. Seems like wasted time, right? Wrong. This is educational wisdom. Researchers at the University of Tokyo using brain scans made a breakthrough discovery. During those 5-minute rest periods, your brain shows more activity than during active study. Specifically, your dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, responsible for consolidating learning, peaks during rest, not during input. Your brain is literally working harder during strategic pauses than during studying. This concept isn't the absence of learning. It's the most critical phase where information moves from working memory to long-term storage. Imagine learning like a skill tree. Small, consistent practice with strategic rest builds massive capabilities. Think of your brain like a sponge, keep it submerged constantly. It stops absorbing after saturation, but dip it, remove it, let it breathe, then dip again. Like the rhythm of tea ceremonies, it absorbs exponentially more. Your brain needs cycles of exposure and rest to consolidate learning. Picture a Zen garden, the rocks, the space, the intentional emptiness. That's first technique, intentional Pomodoro. This technique has been refined through focused work culture. Study for 25 minutes of absolute focus, then stop completely for 5 minutes. But here's the secret: during those 5 minutes, don't check social media. Don't answer messages. Look at nothing. Practice the concept of Your brain is working in background mode, organizing information, creating connections, moving knowledge from short-term to long-term memory. This is systematic knowledge reinforcement. Second technique, interleaved learning with active pauses. Instead of studying one subject for 3 hours, study 3 different subjects for 1 hour each, with 10-minute breaks between them, the way high-performing students structure their study sessions. But during breaks, do something physical: walk, stretch, climb stairs. Movement activates your hippocampus, the brain region responsible for consolidating memories. You're literally strengthening the neural pathways you just created. Transform passive observation into active retrieval. Third technique, strategic post-learning sleep. The culture values proper rest as much as work. After an intense learning session, take a 20-minute nap, a practice common among high-achieving students. Research proves that a short nap after learning new material increases retention by 44%. During sleep, your brain enters consolidation mode. It replays information you just learned, strengthens relevant neural connections, and discards irrelevant details. Create neurological triggers for better consolidation. Studies show students following principles, this technique, score 30% higher while studying 40% fewer hours. They learned more by studying less because they learned smarter, not harder. Imagine finishing study sessions feeling energized, not exhausted, like a student leaving their school with a sense of accomplishment. Imagine remembering concepts from weeks ago without obsessive review. Imagine doubling your retention without adding a single extra hour. That's the inevitable result when your brain is optimized through Ma philosophy. Your challenge, next study session, set a timer, 25 minutes of total focus. 5 minutes of absolute pause practicing Ma, the space between, repeat 3 times. Observe how you retain more information in 90 minutes with pauses than 3 hours without. Ma isn't luxury. It's neurobiological necessity. Your brain is a muscle that grows with intelligent training. Ma is one technique in the 7-part learning system. Full playlist below. These methods multiply each other's power. Subscribe for more neuroscience-backed strategies.